So for those that don't know, they're going after Trump again. What a surprise. I just never will stop. The world, or we're in this, I don't know, place, this boiling over place. So he posted this. It is the, let me read this first, because for those that don't know, this was another post before this. In an effort to resurrect a dead witch hunt in Washington, D.C., in an act of desperation and in order to save face, the illegally appointed special counsel, deranged Jack Smith, has brought a ridiculous new indictment against me, which has all the problems of the old indictment and should be dismissed immediately. His Florida document hoax case has been completely dismissed. This is merely an attempt to interfere with the election and distract the American people from the catastrophes Kamala Harris has inflicted on our nation, like the border invasion, migrant crime, rampant inflation, the threat of World War III, and more. And then he posted this. It is DOJ's policy that the Department of Justice should not take any action that will influence an election within 60 days of that election. But they have just taken such action. Voting starts on September 6th. Therefore, the DOJ has violated its own policy. Election interference. All of these Comrade Kamala and Biden hoaxes should be immediately dismissed. So it seems like everything is just boiling over because nothing works. It doesn't. It doesn't. And every time because I don't know. That's my mind works is like I always try to go to the root of the problem. So you can argue Marxism, communism, right, left, DOJ, Federal Reserve, this problem, that. You can argue all of it, all you want. But at the end of the day, it goes back to one thing. A tree that Almighty God told Adam and Eve, don't take from. Don't take from that tree. Don't do it. And they went running and getting up all on it. This world tell you, oh, that's just some silly story. No, it seems to me everywhere I look, that story is the most factual I've ever read. Because what was the tree of knowledge? It was the higher educated. There is something that is just not right. They have been in charge of everything. They go along with anything. They don't think they ever should be held accountable for any moral decisions they make. I see it in nursing leadership my entire career. And I don't care how many degrees you have. That is why you won't do the right thing. You have been manipulated by you. It's just, I see all these videos of, okay, so here's an example. So Tucker had these Harvard people on that understand the whole health problem and everything. And it's like, so more Harvard people. That's what we're going to do now, Tucker? More Harvard people of all places? More Harvard people. I mean, how do you know what to believe with any of these universities? Look at what they've been doing to your children. They've been indoctrinating them into the worst political ideology ever. All in some quest and sickness they have for communism. And then what it is they dig their feet in because I'm not going to be wrong. I'm not going to be wrong. I have so many letters after my name. I'm not going to be wrong. Well, no, you're all wrong. And the reason you're all wrong is because it goes back to the most factual story in history. God said, don't take from that tree. So everybody's taken from it. I've taken from it. But then it's interesting. I busted my ass in nursing school. I'm an associate degree RN. So I'm not looked upon as somebody who's smart. Not when it comes to, American Nurses Association or medical. I'm just seen as, you're just nobody. Fine, whatever. But I see who they are. So, but I busted my ass. Nursing school is hard. Any nurse will tell you that. It's hard. And yet I was middle-aged when I went back to nursing school. I was close to being middle-aged. So then I get out of nursing school and get a job. And a good nursing instructor will tell you, look, I'm going to teach you all this stuff, but you're going to get in it and it's going to be totally different. The good ones will tell you that you're going to learn it all once you're on the job, because most of all the training you get in school it's going to help you pass your boards and then get your license. And then you're going to get into the setting and it's going to be a whole new deal. That's what happens. So, but it was hard. And then once I got in it, here I am, a registered nurse. And all I hear about from all of these people that are the experts is how, if you want to advance, you're going to have to get your bachelor's, and then you're going to have to get your master's, and then you're going to have to get your NP, and then you're going to have to do this. And I'm like, what the hell is the matter with all of you people? Like a worm has got into your brain, and the worm is from that tree. It just is. It's the problem with everything. I mean, I knew this long before Trump came into office, and it's not like Trump's ever gone after the higher educated or anything. I mean, they're all higher educated. Doesn't matter who it is. All of them can argue. I mean, yes, the DOJ is corrupt. It's all corrupt because everybody took from the tree of knowledge. And yeah, you can't really walk that back. This world, even if God came down right now, this world would just say that's not God. This world would say that we don't have any evidence of that, even though it's clearly obvious at this point that the higher educated who have been in charge of everything forever, look at where the world is now. So does the communism, does the Marxism, does the left, does the right, does any of that bullshit matter? Or maybe what matters more is to realize I'm not so smart. I'm not so smart. I'm not going to believe in that God stuff because I want evidence. Even if you were presented with the evidence, it wouldn't be enough for you. You wouldn't. You didn't want to look at all the evidence I've given in the past 4 years of God. Higher educated, that's not evidence. That's just your opinion. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not just my opinion, many people's. It's not just opinion, experience. So there's something to all of that, isn't there? I've said before, you really should look at this world you're living in. You can fight over all the politics you want, okay? But you really should look at this world as, the biggest course you want to finish right and pass is the course that God is presenting in front of you. And that one is a moral test. That's what it is. It's a moral test. So the American Nurses Association, the DOJ, whoever, all of these people that have taken our country and the world into disastrous circumstances, and all were higher educated, can say whatever they want. But none of them know how to morally do the right thing. Look at the courts. Yeah, every once in a while the courts will do the right thing. But it's a moral bankruptcy we have. Worldwide, moral bankruptcy. And because people want to dig their heels in that, nope, Marxism is right, communism is right, socialism is right, republicanism is right, liberals are right, because of all of that bullshit. People dig their feet in and want to fight with each other. But then you have the other side that says we just all need to come together. Be careful who you're coming together with. Because it seems to me there's a lot of patriots that want to bring the same people that brought us into these problems, that were tied to the World Economic Forum, or that are part of Harvard, that they will just want to get the new Harvard graduates running the place. And that's part of the problem, because it goes back to the tree. You don't have to believe that. But given the fact that we're at this boiling over place where no system works, none of it works, and what is wrong with every single system is it is morally destroyed. It is not that it ever had morals to begin with, really. I don't know. But it is morally diseased and dead. Finish the race, as God said. And the test you are being presented with is a moral one.